Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so let's get started, ladies. I know we are live. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on the call today. I'm excited to share with you guys in this next hour. If I can tell you, I don't know what it is in this season. I just truly believe that from crisis comes something amazing. And some people are going to shrink down, and I get that, but some people are going to explode during this season, and that's really what's got me stirred up. And, you know, I'm a believer by all means, but I'm definitely stirred in the spirit today, and I really am excited to share with you guys. So some of you may know me, some of you may not. So I want to first start by just kind of introducing myself. My name is Coach Kristina. I am a licensed financial advisor. I run a multi-million-dollar office in Orlando, Florida. I've been in the financial industry for over 20 years. I truly am passionate. I think I have a gifting in this area, and I'm excited about just people shifting their finances to another level. I believe that wealth is not just about what you accumulate, but it is a true mindset. So it's a shift that has to take place in your mind before you can ever experience it in life. And so I hope today I'm able to expand your mind a little bit, give you guys some great tips and ideas that I think will help out during this time. But even more than that, I really hope that you're able to take the tools that we are teaching you. I don't know about you guys, but if you've been on these webinars, these last 4 Mondays, man, it has been, I ain't even gonna, it's the best word I come up with is fire. It's been lit, truthfully, because we're literally throwing out every idea that we can right now to make money. And truthfully, some people are jumping on and they are doing it. They are utilizing it. They are making it happen. And so I want to just be honest with you guys right now. If you're utilizing those tips, if you're utilizing those strategies, you can make money during this season. You know, I get it. There is a lot of people right now concerned and worried and all those sort of things. But I will tell you that the best business ideas, the best product ideas, the best growth in business has helped when people are fearful. So when others are fearful is when things start to explode. And so I'm excited for you guys. Please chat with me on the line as we're talking here. I can see you guys in not only the chat on Facebook, but also I can see you here on the chat in Zoom. And again, I am definitely wanting to share with you guys, and I want to interact today because I feel like the best ideas come from, if nothing else, it's this brainstorming. It's the idea that, you know what, we sit down and we put together our ideas and we make it happen. And that's really what we're trying to do here with CEO Chicks. So let's get started, ladies. You know, if you have questions as we go through, put them in the chat. I will come back to them. I will get through them. I'm looking at it. I'm watching it. So put it in the chat and ask as we go through. So let's jump in. Let's talk about it. So diversifying your business income, okay? So the first thing that I want to say is that I told you guys, I've told you this many times before, from a personal perspective, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. Now, I'm going to just talk about their personal income for 2 seconds, because then we're going to move on to business income. But it is 7 streams of income. You cannot think that just one stream of income is going to satisfy you or suffice you for life, because guess what? Seasons change. Things happen. And if you don't have other ways that are generating income, then it is going to at some point hit you. So let me tell y'all, I'm just going to, because I've done this before in these webinars, but I want to tell y'all that are new to the group or maybe didn't get this before. Here's your 7 streams of income if you are personally trying to create multiple streams of income. Dividend income from stocks owned, earned income from paychecks, rent from real estate, royalties from selling rights to use something they've written or invented, capital gains from selling appreciated assets, profits from businesses they own, and interest from savings, CDs, bonds, or other lending activities. Those are the 7 streams that most millionaires have on a day-to-day basis coming in. I always call it making money while you sleep, because if you cannot do that, if you can't make money while you sleep, then again, this is going to be a little harder. But I wanted you guys to hear that there is personal income, but in addition to that, you also have to have multiple streams of income for your businesses. And so I want to start there for a second. And I put this little cute thing up there because I don't want you to forget it, okay? minimum is that most businesses need to be generating 8 streams of income. They call it a revenue octopus, okay? Minimum, this is minimum requirement. Now, ladies, don't get me wrong. Let's talk through that for a second. You can't just come up with all 8 ideas and throw them all out there at the same time. That's not how this works, okay? You can't, believe me, I have no shortage of ideas in my head. As many of you are entrepreneurs also, I am sure you have no shortage of ideas in your head. And so I don't want anybody on this call to think that those 8 streams of incomes have to come out right away, okay? But what I do want to do is tell you, you got to be thinking about what is the next stream of income? What is the next stream of income? What is the next stream of income, okay? 8 streams minimum is going to be what satisfies your business long term, okay? So when we're building on this, we're going to walk through it a little bit more in detail day to day, but you have to understand that you're going to need that to make your business successful for the long term, okay? And we're going to break that down today. We're really going to dig deep into what does that actually look like for your business and for yourself. Now, let me go through as I'm talking to you guys and I look through these things. The one thing I believe is diversity in your income will help you survive during crisis. So I know we're in a crisis in the world at the moment, okay? But like I said before, you got to look for where the opportunities are. And so you can quote me there. Diversity in your income will help you survive during crisis. Come on, listen, we all are hearing different things. We all have family members going through things, all those different ideas. But when I sit back and think about where is the opportunity right now, what is the next business idea, what is the next strategy, I've got to be talking about that on a consistent basis with people in order to see, okay, where are we going next? What are we going to do next? How are we going to grow next? And so I want to challenge you guys today to think about what does diversity in your business income mean to you and mean to your business, okay? And that's really what I want you guys to sit back and start thinking about. What does that really look like for each and every one of you, okay? So let's talk about the steps to diversify your business, okay? There is what I like to call really 4 steps you've got to take to diversify your business income. 1, you have to create a strategy, okay? I am definitely a person that believes that you got to do everything in decency and in order. I believe there's a reason that is, biblically written, as well as, when you read all of the major books by every major business person in the world, they always start with talking about strategy. What is it you're going to do? So we're going to talk about creating your strategy. We're going to talk about multiple products within your genre, okay? We're going to go through that. We're going to talk about passive and residual income. This is that making money while you sleep part, okay? And then we're going to talk about multiple earning sources. Where are those coming from? And again, some of the other ladies have touched on that on their Monday classes. I'm going to dig into them a little deeper also. But let me tell you that I can't reiterate it enough. You've got to have these streams of income happening in order to make sure that you're going to continue to thrive during this situation, as well as many to come. Like, this is not going to be the only thing we ever deal with in the lifespan of our business. So you got to be ready and prepared. So let's start with creating your strategy, okay? Creating your strategy. That was step 1. So creating your strategy. Now, let me tell you this. The first and foremost, I always believe that when you're creating a strategy, you may have a plethora of ideas, and that's great. Don't get me wrong, write those down. I don't know about y'all, but I keep a journal next to my bed. I'm always writing down ideas in that journal. When they come to me, I tend to get them in the middle of the night for some reason, but I'm always writing them down. Okay. But when you're really working on a strategy, you can only focus on 1 to 2 things at a time. Okay. Because they have several layers to them. So if you're coming out with this product and then you also want to come out with this product, that's only 2 things you can kind of focus on, because you've got marketing to go around them. You've got, you got to edit what they look like. You got to talk about the sales process. I mean, there's so many steps and layers to that just two items there that you really got to focus on what that strategy is. I've said this before and I will say it again. There's a book I love. It's called The 4 Disciplines of Execution by Stephen Covey. Okay, The 4 Disciplines of Execution. I read that book, I promise, at least once a year. It has helped me focus down so much more in the 1 or 2 items that I'm working on right now. And then guess what? Next year I can expand to something else because I have to get that one item excellent, meaning it is a well-oiled machine before I move on to the next item, okay? And so, again, 4 Disciplines of Execution by Stephen Covey. It's one of my favorite books. I would highly encourage you as business owners. If you're not reading as business owners, you're missing the boat. I will tell you that right now. We have books even in our own group. Brand of Bucks by Colleen Otero, our one and only CEO chick extraordinaire. That book right there blessed my life. But if you're not picking up books and reading on a regular basis, here's what I truly firmly believe is that there's a lot of people that have done things and done things and done things that have done it better than me. I'm going to go learn from them. I'm going to grab those ideas. I'm going to utilize them. And then I'm going to use my God-given talent and ideas to execute it at the highest level. And so listen, create that strategy that's going to work for you. Okay. Let me talk about this creating strategy for just a second. Okay. When I talk about creating strategies, I think about companies and the way they grew and expanded. And I put 3 up on the screen for you guys: Amazon, Avon, and Disney. Okay, Amazon, Avon, and Disney. Some things may shock you about these companies, some things may not. Okay, we all know about Amazon today. It's becoming, widely a mass producer of getting out products in a very short period of time. The truth of the matter is, here's the thing: Amazon changed the game in one area and one area only. You want a product, you want it fast, you want it efficiently. You will even pay more for that product, so you don't have to go out and get it, because sometimes those products are more on Amazon, and it will be delivered to your door in a very short period of time, generally 24 to 48 hours. They changed the game when it came to that. But what you may not have known about Amazon is, how Amazon started? They only sold one product online, and that was books. So Amazon started by selling one product, not multiple products, not the millions of products you see today. They sold one product online, okay, which was books, in order to build their business. Then once he narrowed that down and got a very refined strategy and process for that, the next thing is that he began to expand his products. So he expanded to other areas and other things. And the truth of the matter is, by the time this is all said and done, you're probably going to be able to buy, well, you will be able to, because they're already talking about it, real estate online. You're going to be able to buy so much stuff online just by that transaction. But he didn't start there. He didn't throw every product out there to get started. He started with one. It was selling books online. And so I encourage you guys today, take the time to get to understand that and know that, okay? Avon, a lot of people, some people may know that about Avon as far as their products today. They do makeup and those sort of things. But what you may not know is actually this company also started selling books door to door. That is how the company started. So, the owner of Avon actually went out, was selling books door to door. That's how they started, okay? What he quickly realized is that sometimes he brought other products. It started with ladies' perfume, because a lot of times when he was going door to door, who he was meeting at the door was women. And he found out that the perfume was selling faster than the books. And so again, one product, he brought another product in, realized that the strategy was being shifted to perfume, started that product more on just focusing on the perfume, and then he expanded to an entire beauty line. And so again, one product started this. Even though it was selling books, he realized another product was taking off quicker went ahead and followed that process and went down that road, and now has grown to the conglomerate it is today. Last but not least, Disney. Many of you may know Disney started with, the truth of the matter is in media. So they started with the movies and things like that. Walt Disney had incredible ideas and wanted to build that way. That grew. Then he decided to go into, he bought land in Florida, built Walt Disney World as we know it today. But again, it didn't start, he didn't build, there's several different parks inside that one park. Started with the Magic Kingdom, then he built Epcot, so on and so forth. So again, the strategy was, we're going to focus on one thing at a time, get it to an excellent position, and then we're going to move on to the next thing. So I hope already, ladies, this is starting to begin to spin your wheels, because you know what, you may have one thing that you're focusing on right now, but you've got to start thinking about what is next and what is next. Take it out 2 to 3 layers. Start looking at how are you going to begin to utilize your platform in order to utilize, to build other products into that platform. And it doesn't have to just be products. You could be, selling advice. You could be selling books. I mean, there's so many ways, and we're going to dig into that a little bit more deeper. All right, so I hope you guys got good information. Give me a thumbs up if y'all did. Make sure that y'all are writing that information down. Let's go on to what I would call step 2, okay? Multiple products within your genre. Thank you, Malita. I see that you gave me the thumbs up. Thank you, those in there. And I just, kind of even going back, I mean, the truth of the matter is, and I'm going to just step back for just a second. These companies, just like you guys, I'm telling you, it's in my spirit right now. Starting out with humble beginnings, starting out with the basics. You have no idea the legacy you're leaving for 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, or even 100 years from now when you're no longer here. There is a legacy you are building right now that is going to last generations. And so don't forget, these even small beginnings are going to grow to a place where you have no idea. And when I say small beginnings, I don't care if you're producing 100,000 a year, 500,000 a year, $1 million a year, and I'm speaking that into existence if that's in your threshold, but you are building something that's going to take you beyond what you could ask or think. And I truly, even now, when I think about my business plan, it's not just, it is a business plan for this year, the next 3 years, the next 5 years, but what does that look like 100 years from now? How is that going to impact my children and their children and so on and so forth? So please take that into consideration. Don't just think small in the sense of what's happening right now. Be able to widen your horizon to that and think it through, okay? Here's the next thing, multiple products within your genre. So I love this idea of multiple products within your genre, because the thing is, sometimes we build one thing and we think we just got to stay focused there. Now, I believe, like I said before, your strategy's got to be excellent. Okay, even if you're in like a service industry, your customer service better be the best of the best. A lot of times when I think about what my clients say about me, my clients often tell me, we're with you because of the service. I mean, I'm sure they could get what I do cheaper somewhere else. I'm sure there's so many other things, but they're with me because I'm giving you the best service, and I'm doing it with every one of the products that I offer, okay? Now, there's multiple products. I mean, again, when we go through this, and I'm gonna flip to the next slide here, every business has to build out its layers and its product line, okay? So if you're a hairstylist, maybe you are cutting people's hair, maybe you're making custom wigs, maybe you've decided I'm gonna build a product line for that. So I'm gonna build a shampoo, a curling cream, a moisturizer, whatever it is. I mean, again, there's so many layers to that. I think about 2 major companies here, Pepsi and P&G, okay? PepsiCo. So Pepsi, what's funny to me is that Pepsi has one product that they started with, which was Pepsi Cola, of course, okay? But again, just from that, they go to, they built orange sodas and different lines, root beers, different things like that are all still in the soda category. They just changed 1 or 2 things, and now they have multiple products in that one line. And so again, maybe your idea is this, but just changing 1 or 2 things could make it this, and that, okay? And so I say that because, they expanded to sodas. Then they decided to do chips. You know, when I think about potato chips, what is that? Just fried, you know, potatoes. But what they did is that, you know what? They just added salt at first. Then they decided, oh, let's sprinkle on some barbecue flavoring in there. Let's sprinkle on some salt and vinegar in there. Come on, guys. This is one product that they just changed one or two ingredients in and now are making billions of dollars. Think about that for your business. What does that look like? Okay. P&G. So P&G, again, great company, started with some just foundational products, you know, dishwashing soap, those sort of things, but it's beginning to, has expanded their product line to toothpaste and you know, washing powders is what we call them, paper products. So many different categories, all still within what we call family household items that they need to utilize or that we need to utilize that we're buying. And so again, as you begin to grow and expand your product line, okay, doesn't mean it's all going to happen in one day. Okay, this is where I'm telling you the strategy comes into place. Be excellent at one thing, then build upon it. Okay, you're going to do your second product, your third product. You know, if this is a service you're offering, like I'm in the service line, right? My first product that I just started offering that I, you know, wanted to build my business on, let me just talk to people about retirement accounts. That's it. Let me talk to them about how to save money and build retirement accounts. That's all I wanted to talk about. Okay, got that down. Now that I've got, you know, the retirement accounts down, what can we do outside of the retirement accounts? Let's talk about some stocks. Let's talk about building stocks. How can I help them save in taxes, which is building stocks? Come on. Now, okay, I've got those two things down. Now let's talk about what can we do for their children. Okay, we need 529 plans. We need, you know, college savings accounts and things that they can build from there. All right, that's the third product line. You know what? Now I know they need to protect themselves. God forbid we're building all this and something happened to them. Now I need to offer life insurance. Do you see how we basically, even in a service industry, I literally just went down the lines of how you build that and take that evolution of what is so great in your business and build the products to it. We didn't do it all one year. I've been in this business over 20 years. We have built this over steady and consistency over time. And so I'm telling you, as you guys build your businesses out, don't forget that, you know, it doesn't take everything jumping in at one time, but it definitely takes you being focused on what it is. All right, here we go. So we got Pepsi and P&G up there. Let's go to what I would call step 3. I know I'm going through a lot of information. I really hope you guys are taking notes. Take a second, write down your notes. And so I'm kind of giving a little pause here because I can talk fast. I definitely know that. But in addition to that, I want each of you guys to really be getting the information that you need to create multiple streams of income, okay? All right, so let's go on to step 3. I love this woman, Karen, Susan, whatever her name is. I don't care, okay? What I do love is that she's sleeping on the money, okay? This is about making money while you sleep, okay? You can't be the sole driver of your business at all times. Let me repeat that and repeat it loudly, okay? You can't be the sole driver of your business at all times, okay? You have to build it. And I'm going to say that, I'm going to say it one more time because I feel like y'all need to get that more than anything else. You can't be the sole driver of your business, okay? It does take adding other people in to help you as you build this business along the way, okay? But let's walk through that for a second. What is passive and residual income ways? Now, if you haven't watched, like I said, there's other videos that just we did this month that talked about several other ways. I know Coach Jen and then we're on last week talked about, you know, using Zelle and PayPal and all those sort of things, talked about your payment processing, that sort of stuff. But let me talk about the top 3 ways to create passive and residual income. First of all, building a sales team. It's the number 1 way people build passive and residual income. You can't be the only salesperson on your team. Now, again, to start, it might be just you, okay? If you can't afford to hire somebody, pay them on commission only. Listen, right now, a lot of people are looking for a way to make money. Okay, so if you got a product or you got a service that's going to sell during this time, tell them you'll pay them on commission. Okay, I bet you somebody will jump at the opportunity to be able to help you, especially somebody that believes in your dreams, somebody that believes in what you're doing, somebody that is very strong and high up on the things that you're trying to do in your life. You, okay, need a sales team. You need people out there that are helping you create this income on a consistent basis. Now, what does that mean? What does sales team mean? Because it is going to be different in every single one of your businesses. Sometimes that is people going out and just selling your product, okay? Promoting your product for you, posting it on their pages, you know, talking to their family and friends about it. Sometimes that's it. That's true. But it's even bigger than that, okay? They have to be thinking of other ways, just like you, to be able to get it out to the masses, okay? Get it out to the masses. And so when I talk about that, how do you get it out to the masses? How do you get it in stores like Target, Walmart, Publix? How do you get it there? You know, who is making those calls for you? And I'm using Publix because we're in Florida, but that's a grocery chain here. Whatever grocery chain is in your area, whatever it is. Who's making those calls for you to those corporate offices and saying, you know, this is an amazing product. I need to get it into your stores. You know, I'd love to set up a meeting. Now, you got to be prepared for that meeting. Don't get me wrong. And you need somebody maybe that has experience. Man, with all these people laid off right now, I would go and find somebody that has experience being a corporate buyer. Somebody, listen, I would just post it on my page. Is there any corporate buyers in my group? Is there any corporate buyers I know out there with all my friends? I need some advice. And so you got to build the sales team. And listen, this is your dream team you're building. You're going to start probably small, but it's going to build up and build up and build up. You're building that dream team to help you grow over and over. I work for a company that did start out very small in the financial industry. They started in the Midwest, which who does that, talking to farmers and things like that, because they just felt like everyday people needed that advice. And so, but today we are one of the largest financial firms across the world. We are the largest partnership in the United States. We didn't start that way. We're about to hit 100 years old in 2022, but it started small and it has built and grown over time. And now we have one of the largest sales forces in the world. And so let me tell you, be very strategic about it. Again, you're not just thinking about the next 2 to 3 years, 5 years. You're thinking about 10, 50, 100 years from now. And so, again, build upon that. Online sales. Listen, again, this goes back to making money while you sleep. If you've got a product line, if you've got things that you're selling, you should have a website. Those things should be being built out. Man, we have the most amazing brand strategist and her team, Colleen Otero. She's excellent at that. Coach Jen is excellent at, how to get those online sales going. I mean, these are the people that we want y'all to be connected with so that you can build those things. But you got to be always having products that are selling online. Listen, I think about, there's this lady out of Atlanta that literally, every day she goes live selling products. And she's got no shortage of products, let me tell you that first and foremost. But I have to respect her hustle, because every single day, and I'm sure she is making at least $10,000 a week. Every single day for an hour or 2 hours, she is going online and selling products. She has a clear process. She gets the information. She sends it to you, a PayPal invoice. You pay her back. She gets the product in the mail. You have it within a week. When I tell you that process is so seamless, I'm sure, to her, because they've perfected it. She also has a website where you can go and buy products. Listen, get your products on Amazon. Get your products on sites where they can go in and buy it. And so I'm saying you've got to have those sales. It says, how many of you would want to hire somebody for sales? So see, there's Jen right there. Coach Jen, thanks for chiming in there. Absolutely. She's an excellent, listen, this lady has made lots of money in sales. And so I'm telling you, 100%, especially, I think there's a coaching one-on-one. I think it ends today for $99. I will tell you a million times, you better jump on that. So, all right, listen, $99 could turn into $100,000. So don't sleep. That's all I'm saying. Don't sleep. All right, last but not least, monthly subscriptions. So listen, you have to figure out a way to keep the income coming in without creating new business all the time. If you haven't thought about that for your business yet, you really need to, okay? One of the areas, and man, if they can figure this out, that'd be great. But one of the areas that I think about in this realm, and speaking of that, Veronica Figueroa, I just saw she jumped on. Man, if in real estate, and I know they have, because it becomes when you become a broker and those sort of things, but when I think about real estate agents, right, they got to start back at zero every single month. So they got to sell a house every single month in order to create residual income. But guess what? As you grow in your business, then you become a broker, then you build a team out, you've got all those people creating that residual income. That's what monthly subscriptions really are. You know, you're creating other ways in order to keep income coming in on a monthly basis. That could be a training session. Veronica is a powerhouse in the Central Florida area, quickly growing all over the U.S. In real estate. But I think about it, she's not only is she selling real estate, not only is she a broker and she's got real estate agents underneath her, she's doing training programs. I see her out in the community. I mean, when I tell you she's doing speaking, and I'm hoping they're paying her for the speaking, I'm sure they are. I mean, those are ways that she's creating those monthly continual income to come in. Man, I will just say over and over and over again, you've got to figure out a way for it to be automatic. It's not something that you have to keep thinking about. For me and my business, that's, you know, getting people to, you know, commit to investing on a monthly basis. You know, that is continual income for me. Also, I have products that can create continual income for me. But again, if I set their mindset, shift it to say, I've got to think wealthy, I've got to be saving on a monthly basis, that money is coming in each and every month. So you've got to diversify that across the board. Man, I hope y'all are getting great information today. Whew. All right, I'm going to go on to our next process here. And actually, it should say step 4. I apologize for that. I'll fix it. Step 4, multiple earning sources. Multiple earning sources, okay? Whew. All right, ladies. So here's what we're going to talk about here with multiple earning sources, okay? So there are several ways in which you can build income from your business, okay? Doesn't matter which business that you're in, there's several ways that you can do it. Again, I go back to the strategy. You may not be able to add all of these at one time. So that means when I talk about this, you can't be writing a book, doing a coaching program, selling product. Like, you can't do all of them at one time. You got to make sure one's excellent, move on to the next. Move on to the next. I cannot say that enough. But let's talk about what those earning sources are. So number 1, you're an expert in your field, okay? If you don't feel like you're an expert in your field, I'm just gonna say it out loud again so you can believe it. You are an expert in your field, okay? People want to hear what you have to say. You are an expert in your field. So that means that you have an opportunity that you can write a book. Even if it's a short book. I hate writing. Anybody that will tell you, anybody that knows me, knows that I hate writing. But guess what? You can do a little short book, even if it's just that you can sell, what, $5, $10 online, whatever you want to do to create income for the expertise that you are in. There is something that you know better than most people. And so let me tell you, and let me say it over again, it's a way to create income, okay? Online courses. You can create a stream of income through doing online courses. When I tell you, I think, you know, again, I'm gonna go back to our fearless leader, Colleen Otero, what she has done for her business partners, the people that she is building with in this season over this last 30 days is nothing short of amazing. And when I tell you, not only, I mean, you know, one of them is, you know, her husband, but it's also, you know, other business people that she's working with. They have created in a month's time frame $10,000 of income. Come on, guys, like, who doesn't need an extra $10,000 this month? I know I do. I know all of you would like that. And so I'm saying that there's ways to create online courses in order for your expertise to get out into the world. Listen, if somebody would do a tutorial right now on how to cut my children's hair, I would definitely pay for it. Okay. Some of y'all saw my post. I gave, the youngest a haircut. He came back to me, he told me it looked like a little bit of a mullet, so I had to shave it up a little more. And so I'm not, I'm being honest with you guys when I say that there are things, I had to give myself my own diva cut this week. Listen, there are plenty of things out there that you can do, that you are capable of, that you are an expert in, that you can make money on. So do not sleep on that, okay? Welcome, Lena. Welcome, Cindy. I see you guys jumped in. Coaching, you can coach people one-on-one. Now, many of you get coaching in this group, and we love to coach you guys because we're trying to take your business to the next level. But again, if you're an expert in something and somebody wants your expertise, charge for that. You know what? Give a discount right now because of what times are going on. But you could get 5 new people that you're going to coach that want to do something similar to you, that you're an expert in. And again, there's plenty of money out there for everybody. I will tell you over and over again, there could be 100 financial advisors in my area. I don't care. I hope we all thrive because there's plenty of people out here with money. All right. So last but not least, product sales. So again, I always look for cute little things. I love our CEO chick products, right? They're the cute little shirts that we have. And you see Colleen wearing the hat all the time. I love those products. People oftentimes are looking for things like that. So you can sell those too. Run a ad on Facebook and watch how many people buy your product. Just come up with a creative t-shirt in regards to your business, right? People all the time are sending me, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to, but sending me things that I should put on a shirt for financial things. And I have a bunch of them. Listen, they're all written down. It's just I'm not at the point yet to launch that product line, but that product line is coming. You better believe it. It is in my notebook and ready to go, so that when I'm ready to step to the next level for some additional income, I'm creating that. So again, those are all things that you can do. Let me keep going because there's still more ways to make money. Okay. Speaking engagements right now. There are people looking for ways to grow their business, and they're asking speakers for all over the country. So again, you can create that. If you're not a good speaker, I'm going to tell you right now, you got to build that. Okay, join something like Toastmasters. If you don't know what Toastmasters is, it's a speaking group. They teach you different styles of teaching, but it can help you grow and learn and get better at speaking in front of people. But speakers make a ton of money. And I'm not just saying from I know for a lot of people, you do know about it on the spiritual side as far as churches and those sort of things. But when you get into platforms like universities or major public speaking engagements, they pay tens of thousands of dollars to get people on their platforms. And so make sure you know that. That's another revenue stream, another income stream. Advertising. So this is great because you know what? Let's say you do have a following. Let's say you are very successful and you have a following. People, maybe they're following you on Instagram or Facebook. Maybe they're visiting your website often. If you have that and can literally prove that, think about setting up advertising for your business. And I don't mean your advertising. I mean people coming to you and you're going to advertise their business for them. So something that may complement your business. Here's a prime example. I'll use myself. Oftentimes on my page, you will see I will recommend a CPA, or you'll see I will recommend an attorney, those sort of things. Now, my industry is a little bit different. We don't pay for it that way, but let me tell you, every industry is not that way. So I could say, you know what, I will broadcast you to my tens of thousands of followers, but I'm going to broadcast you, but there's a monthly fee for that. Okay. Listen, you got to find ways to make money, and they're trying to get in front of the people that you have built up. And so know that as your platform builds, we know how social media is. So know that as your platform builds, you can offer advertising, affiliate marketing. What are you promoting? There's companies that will pay you for that. I think about, Miss Hair today, a lot of you do know her, but the way she started and doing that affiliate marketing. I watch this girl all the time, and she's always doing curly hair objects. But when I look at, she's got like a back wall of products on both sides of her. And let me tell you, I know every single one of those products, not only did she get them for free, but they are paying her to test those products, try them, utilize them, and she is very honest about it. So again, there's so much good ways and opportunities in order for you to make money, ladies. You just don't, you got to start thinking about those streams of income that can continue. Listen, I'm throwing everything I got, everything but the kitchen sink out at you guys today, because I want you to know that there is a time for you to shrink back, and this is not that time. This is the time to jump out and grab an opportunity to make additional income. So let's just recap diversifying your business income. And then if you guys have questions, I want y'all to go ahead and start putting them on. You can put them in the group chat on Facebook. You can also put them in the chat here on Zoom. I will see them either way. But if you have questions as we are starting to wrap up, I want you to go ahead and jump out and get those. So let's start here for a second. So recap to diversify your business income. Create your strategy, number one, okay? I know we all have a lot of ideas. You can't pull them off all at one time. You got to do one or two in excellence, then move to the next one, then move to the next one. Multiple products within your genre, okay? Within your genre. The reason I said that there is because you do need to understand you cannot, you're going to seem off if you say, okay, I'm selling wigs, right? But in addition to that, I'm going to offer financial advice, okay? I mean, unless you've been a very successful wig maker and you want to talk about the way you made business income, fine. But you can't jump off and go start giving investment advice, okay? And so definitely try to stay in your genre. What are things that complement what you do? Passive and residual income. Ladies, please start making money while you sleep. You know, I say this all the time. The last thing I do every night is check my bank account, okay? I want to see, you know, what deposits came in, what did I miss, you know, what's next, those sort of things. And so every single night, I know I got to get up and work tomorrow because my account's not where you know, is not in the billionaire status yet. So I still got to get up and go, okay? But I'm saying to you guys, you know, when you know, are building this passive and residual income, you're going to go to sleep at night, and tomorrow morning your bank account's going to be bigger. And you're going to go to sleep at night, and the next day it's going to be bigger. And you're going to go to sleep at night, and the next day it's going to be bigger. And so don't forget that passive and residual income. That's highly important. Multiple earning sources. You need to utilize all of your earning sources. Now, again, you're not going to launch them all at one time. You know, again, I love Brandon Bucks because I know for Colleen, I know the time, energy, and effort she took over a year, and it probably was longer than that. I'm just talking about the part I saw in order to launch that book and get it out. But again, now it's a moneymaker for her, right? And so again, multiple earning sources will continually help grow and strive your business. And so do not forget that. So I'm going to give you guys some homework, okay? I'm going to give you guys some homework. And this things I want you to do in the next 24 to 48 hours. I am a true believer that if you stop and you don't put in that time and effort right now, that you're not going to get this done. And so 24 to 48 hours is your time frame. First of all, perfect your current strategy. What is it? Make sure you have it written down. Make sure, you know what, it can be done with your eyes closed. So that way the next person that picks the ball up on it can do it with their eyes closed. The next sales member that picks it up can do it with their eyes closed. So on and so forth. Perfect your current strategy. Number two, figure out your next stream of income and begin working on it. What is your next one stream of income that you are going to begin working on right now? Okay, what can you do right now? Okay, maybe that is a webinar. Maybe you charge for that. Maybe that is, you know, whatever it is for you, figure it out. But what is it right now? And number three, I want you to post in the Facebook group to get help and support from your coaches and colleagues. Listen, we are all in this VIP group together. We are all part of this, okay? And so write in there, if we don't communicate with each other, if we don't utilize each other, if you don't, reach out to your coaches, we don't know how we can help you. And so you guys got to be communicating and talking. That VIP group is for you. We look at it. We monitor it every day. We're watching it. It is for you guys. So post in there. There may be somebody else that can give you good information, but we as coaches are going to reach out and make sure you get the information you need to be successful. Okay, and so I say all of that as I'm wrapping up here. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a moment. Okay, I'm going to say all this as I'm wrapping up, is that, ladies, it is definitely a season where I don't want any of you to shrink back. I want you to grow. I want you to understand that you can earn income even during a crisis. You can really sit down and really take your business to a whole another level. And we're here as coaches. We're here as your, CEO Chick family to help you do that. If you're struggling with ideas, if you're struggling with, where to go next, I promise you, just do a brainstorming session with one of our coaches. You will not leave that meeting without a shortage of things to do. Man, I will tell you, again, Coach Shelley, from a mental perspective, man, she will take your mind and have you thinking things that you just could not have imagined, okay? And so do that. Don't step back and not. Listen, we love you guys. We want you to succeed. When I can't say enough, thank you, okay? I'm gonna say it for all the coaches across the board. Thank you for allowing us to serve you. Okay, because let me tell you, sometimes this, and I know with Coach Colleen and Coach Jen, because they are really the ones that kind of drive our CEO Chicks network and the team behind them, and it's all of us, but them two are the drivers for sure. Man, thank you. Thank you guys across the board, not just Coach Jen and Coach Colleen, but you guys, right? Because without you, we're not here. And we want to really, really be able to impact not only a generation of women that we know are going to build businesses like never before, but we want to thank you for your time, your energy, your trust in us. Because I will tell you guys, it's amazing to be able to serve you. It's amazing to be able to sit back and say, wow, look what happened in her business. Thank God, we were able to connect together. Thank God we were able to listen to each other. Thank God we were able to give fresh and new ideas and challenge them on a different level. Listen, we're coaches. We're not trying to give you easy stuff. That's not what a coach does. A coach pushes you. A coach drives you to the next level. We're not, so don't ever think like we're coming at you like it's going to be easy. It ain't easy. We've been in business. We know it ain't easy. Okay. But it's worth it. It's well worth it. And so I'm going to say to each and every one of you again, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't wait to see what you guys have next in store. I can't wait to see. Listen, I want each and every one of you that were on this call or listening to this live, even after the fact, I want you to step back. And I want to hear on our Facebook page, our VIP page, what do you feel like your next stream of income is? You don't have to go in detail with it, just 1 word, 2 words. Tell us what your next stream of income is, okay? Let us know what it is so we know how to help you, how to utilize what you're doing. Do that for each and every one of us. Ooh, see, look, Kelly said, thank you. This has helped me. I need a brainstorming session. Yes, ma'am. Someone's going to reach out to you. We will definitely get that set up for you. All right, ladies, I'm going to begin to wrap up. I do not see any additional questions. I really hope this was helpful for you today. Listen, I was telling the coaches earlier, I had such a stirring in my spirit. I couldn't even sleep last night. That's how much, because I know somebody's on this call is about to break through in their business like they never have before. Man, the fruit that is going to come from this time is so exciting. It's so incredible. I say it, I will continue to say it, millionaires and even billionaires are going to be birthed during this crisis. The question is, which side are you going to be on? And so I'm standing with the millionaire and billionaire status. If you need help to get there, jump on with us and our team. We will definitely help you get there. I love each and every one of you. Thank you from all of our coaches across the board. Again, we are definitely a family here in the CEO Chick Network. And we're certainly thankful to have each and every one of you. To all my coaches, all of our admins, all of our extra support, thank you for all that you guys do. It's a pleasure, really, truly working with each one of you. And I look forward to what's next. Again, y'all know how to reach out to me, Coach Kristina. You can definitely be on the CEO Chick page. Just tag me. I will certainly answer your questions or comments. Bless each and every one of you and have a wonderful day.